Aries, welcome to December. This is Gwendolyn. Welcome back to the channel, or if it's your first time here, welcome. This video is going to be a monthly Tarotscope for Aries for December. And I just want to say thank you to all of my stars, for all of you who have been following me for a long time, or for those of you who have just recently subscribed. It's because of all of you that I have this channel and that I'm able to do this. So I just want to say thank you. I really enjoy doing this, and I love doing these readings for all my stars. I love all my clients. So just a shout out to all of you stars. What we've got going on for December for Aries is we've got this full moon in Gemini, December 3rd. And that's happening in your third house of communication. So communication is really featured and highlighted for you around this full moon in Gemini. And that's the natural placement of Gemini. So you're getting Gemini energy in your third house of communication. So it's really featuring that, illuminating that. Maybe you're coming to completion on something. Especially if it has to do with any communication or writing or expressing something. Some of you may be finishing up on writing a book, or finishing up on something that you're putting out into the world, or it could be illuminating your artistic efforts, but mostly Gemini has to do with ideas and communication of those ideas. It's an air sign. So if there's ideas that you want to communicate around this time, it's wonderfully supportive for you, Aries. Also, we have a new moon in Sagittarius on December 18th, and that's happening in your 9th house of travel, of higher learning, of publication, of things that have to do with other lands, other cultures, and exploration. So if some of you are looking to initiate some new travel plans, it's a wonderful time to do that. I would say maybe hold off on actually making those plans while Mercury's in retrograde. You can look up the dates of that. But it's a great time to set intentions about where you'd like to travel, or if you'd like to begin something new in terms of higher learning, begin a new course that brings you higher learning or explores other philosophies, other cultures, anything that has to do with exploration. Wonderful time to begin that, Aries, or just setting those intentions. Again, during Mercury retrograde, sometimes if we begin things during Mercury retrograde, it can be undone when Mercury goes back direct. But you can still set intentions and say, plant a seed of this is what I would like to create, this is what I would like to bring to myself, this is what I would like to do. And you also have that planet of expansion and blessings, Jupiter, in Scorpio. It's going to be there all year for you. And it's in the 8th house of transformation, of things that are hidden coming to the surface, of being reborn or renewed, refreshed in some way. It's the death and rebirth house, and you've got Jupiter hanging out there all year. So there may be a real death and rebirth of something that's going to bring a wonderful new life to something, regarding something that was hidden before and something coming to the surface. So let's see what's coming up for Gemini. Sorry, not for Gemini, for Aries. I'm still on that Gemini full moon. That's going to be a powerful, potent one for you, Aries. Let's see what's coming up for you, Aries, this month in December. It looks like, you know what? This is wonderful. It looks like you may be letting go of an old heartbreak, or recovering from an old heartbreak because of a new truth that is coming in. This is a new idea. Ace of Swords is the revelation card, and it's like having an aha moment. If you're thinking back about any old heartbreaks, disappointment, betrayal, just something that's been heavy on your heart, or even something that you just feel like your heart wasn't whole, this new thought, new idea, new belief, Ace of Swords, is really the truth setting you free. And it's a crowning victory card. It's getting clarity on something that maybe you may get clarity on an old heartbreak, or a lack of feeling, something that left you disappointed or feeling betrayed or feeling like your heart was not whole. I always say when I see Three of Swords like this that you can just pull these thoughts, ideas, or beliefs out of your heart and make your heart whole again. And I'm getting that you're getting insight, clarity towards the beginning of December to heal from something, to recover from something, old hurts, old disappointments, old past betrayals or heartbreaks. It really gives you, again, clarity, insight, truth. And I always say when I see this card, the truth will set you free. So this is like a moment of revelation, looking back on something that used to hurt your heart. You're getting insight about it. And it may be saying that even though that wasn't satisfying, or in some ways that your wish was not fulfilled, your wishes have not been fulfilled, that you have a new beginning coming here. And I'm seeing that too, along with this full moon in Gemini, where you have the opportunity to feel refreshed. You have the opportunity to feel like there's a new life ahead of you, a new adventure, innocence, hope, trust, belief, and faith, where you just feel like things are fresh again. And coupled with the World card here, you know, what's interesting is that this is the very first card of the tarot, of the major arcana, and this is the last card of the major arcana. So it's sort of like saying you're entering into this new beginning and you're letting go of this old, something's coming to completion, again with that full moon in Gemini. This is the old self of you. You've finished a cycle and you've completed it, potentially regarding a relationship here from the past. And it's giving you the opportunity to go out into the world with fresh new eyes and feel great trust in the world, feel great optimism, and like it's a sunny, brand new day, like all things are new. I love the Fool card because it's both of these. This is the Zero card, and this is like a zero here too, where it's all potential energy. Things can be shaped and formed in any direction that you want it to. And I'm seeing really good blessings with a relationship here. This is a completion, feeling free, like you've arrived at some place. And this is sweetness and innocence and kindness and reunion, sentimentality, feeling like a child with someone else. So I really see in the middle of the month December, Aries, that you're experiencing, or you have the opportunity to experience, a reunion with someone, a renewal, completing a stage with them, and going forth and just having that sort of laughter and sweetness and kindness and that exchange of heart energy with someone who is already in your world or is in your world from your past, or potentially meeting someone new that you feel like a child with. But I see a real renewal here. It's also going to be letting go of things from the past and exploring forgiveness. That's what this card is about, and a second chance. What's interesting is that because these are both in reverse, and again, both major arcanas here, so heavy, important stuff, big themes, this means death is a card about transformation. And with it in reverse, it says that you may be having a hard time letting go of the past, letting go of old stories that no longer serve you. And Judgment is about second chances. This is also about letting the ghosts of the past go. I really see with both of these cards, there's sort of some like ghost energy, things that are around you that are not serving you, that are really actually dead, and you need to cut them to let the old dead stuff go. It's like in the fall and winter is when we often prune things to allow for new life. And with forgiveness, whoever it is that you need to forgive in this situation, whether it be you or someone else, if you're having resistance towards that forgiveness, I'm going to encourage you to really work on releasing whatever fear, doubt, or resistance you're having towards using forgiveness, because it's a powerful energy that burns away all the old stories, all the old ghosts, all the old baggage of the past. And it opens up a new beginning here, new life. That's what Ace of Wands is about. It's new vitality, new fire, new passion, new desire. It's running forward in front of in front of everything else and going with this like new spring, new energy, new feeling energized and vitalized, enthusiastic, optimistic. Really echoes this Fool energy. So I'm really seeing December with this double aces, by the way, Ace of Wands and Ace of Swords, as like a new beginning that is full of fresh energy and based upon insight that you're getting. And having new trust and faith and belief and optimism, because there's all this yellow here surrounding death. As you're able to let go of the past, you really are surrounded by a lot of optimistic, sunny energy and new life, new fire. So your real challenge this month is going to be letting go of old stories, letting go of old baggage. And forgiveness is going to allow you to do that, Aries. One of the things that I say with death in reverse like this is a Buddhist quote that says, let go or be dragged. You know, you can stay in this Three of Swords, heartbreak, regret, disappointment, and, you know, death, it's sort of like staying in depression or wanting to breathe life into something that's already dead. You can't do it. You have to cut that rose and take the seeds from that rose and plant something new. That's what this Fool and World are saying, is that there's a new chapter turning. It's like turning the book page into a new chapter. And guess what comes with that? New life, new vitality, new energy, new passion, new desire. So let that in, Aries. You know, the only way you can actually let it in, though, is by cutting your cords to the past. You can't hold on to the past and be present in the moment. That's why this is in reverse. So if you remove that fear, doubt, or resistance to letting the ghosts of the past go, letting the old stories die off, you make room for this new, fresh, beautiful energy. And, you know, the Fool and Ace of Wands are both saying it's here for you. You may have to confront something of not being honest with yourself about something. And I'm especially getting as it relates to holding on to something. This is holding on to something out of fear, wanting to maintain the status quo, wanting to keep things. Again, this card gets stuck. He even blocks his heart because he's trying to hold on to what he has in the present moment. And this is deception. Seven of Swords. It's like saying it's me behavior. I'm afraid. It's scarcity mentality. I'm afraid that I'm not going to get what I need. Therefore, I'm going to take all these things. I'm going to cut the corners. I'm going to act in a way that may be underhanded or shady or under the surface. It's saying that if you operate out of a scarcity mentality, because that's what both of these share, you're going to remain stuck. You're going to remain walled off. So I'm going to encourage you to let go, be flexible, open up, because that's how you receive more, Aries. That's how you get to this sun energy, where this is fire energy. This is what you're about. It's feeling completely vital, feeling like the sun is shining on you. It's joy and happiness, feeling integrated, having maturity in your relationships, having balance between the masculine side of yourself and the feminine side of yourself. This is here for you at the end of December. Joy, vitality, closeness, completion, radiance, all those wonderful things, but you're really going to have to let go of any scarcity mentality or lying to yourself. I can't remember if this was right side up or not, or if this was up. I think it was like this. So in order to let greater riches in, let me just give you the example of like when you have a closed fist, when you're trying to desperately to hold on to everything, like the Midas card. You can't receive anything more. You have to open up and be flexible and breathe into the space of receiving something new in order to get to the Sun card. And guess what else is going to help you with that? Forgiveness. That's what leads you down this path from feeling open and refreshed and renewed, using that forgiveness to burn away the old residual fragments and dust of the past, and open up to this new sun energy. Sun is such a positive card. It's one of the best cards in the deck, and it's major arcana, and it's here for you. But you have to let it in. That's why this card here is showing up, is that you can't just maintain the status quo, Aries. You can't just hold on to everything you got and want it to remain the same forever. By opening up and opening yourself up and not lying to yourself, and not buying into scarcity beliefs, you open up to having everything you want. So there's a lot of joy available to you here at the end of the month. If you can open yourself to it, receive it. You really use that word this month, receive. You're going to be receiving insight. You're going to be receiving new inspiration if you can allow it in. And you're turning a corner this month, Aries. So it's really beautiful. You've got some nice relationship energy coming in as well. So enjoy that, Aries. If you have any questions, feel free to put those below, or any comments that you might have. And if you enjoyed this video, feel free to give it a thumbs up or share it with another Aries who you think might enjoy it. Feel free also to share it on social media. And if you'd ever like to book a personal reading with me, I offer 3 card readings, half-hour readings, relationship readings, hour-long readings, and I do numerology, astrology, cards of destiny, love cards, and tarot. So if you've ever like to book one of those with me, feel free to email me. I'll have it in the description box below. And as always, I just want to say thank you so much for watching. Yours in the stars.